Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe they told me that I would never make it? Now we smiling in their faces, smiling in their faces.
This morning, and LeBron James is to blame for this. LeBron James is to blame for a lot of this. And I'm a LeBron fan. I was on here, y'all. Go through the archives. I was on here arguing that LeBron is my GOAT. So this is no shade towards LeBron. Love the fam.
All right, y'all. Shout out to Jaylen Rose, man. That's my big cousin right there. Nah, I'm just kidding. Funny story, back in middle school, I used to lie. I used to be lying. I used to tell people I was related to Derrick Rose, man. And he just believing in everything. Like, oh, Tyler, man, congratulations, your cousin going to the NBA. You know, this is like when he got drafted and stuff. And I tell my teacher, I'm like, nah, I'm lying. I was just joking. I didn't think everyone was going to tell everybody. The whole school was like, Tyler's cousin's Derrick Rose. Tyler's cousin's Derrick Rose. Anyhow, this is Mariah Rose. She is Jaylen Rose's daughter, and she came for the king, the self-proclaimed GOAT. She said, this man ruined the All-Star game, but you ain't gonna hear it from me. I want y'all to hear it from her. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and run her clip, and we're gonna get into my take on things. Did LeBron James ruin the All-Star game? X, Y, and Z. Let's get into it. Hit that subscribe.
This morning, and LeBron James is to blame for this. LeBron James is to blame for a lot of this. And I'm a LeBron fan. I was on here, y'all. Go through the archives. I was on here arguing that LeBron is my GOAT. So this is no shade towards LeBron. Love the fam. You know, shout out LeBron. He's still in the league. He's in his 40s. However, part of the reason why the All-Star game used to be interesting and no longer is because there was always a psycho. Always a psycho. Kobe Bryant. That man, God rest his soul, psycho. Psycho. He's not going on a basketball court and losing worth of nothing for y'all. Ever. He don't care. Michael Jordan. The story says that he would go into the locker room and say, the winner makes more money than the loser. So, you know that man, you know, he loves a little gamble, you know, shout out MJ. But like, he would go in the locker room and say, you know, the winner makes more than the loser. So, and what are you going to do? If you're a first-time All-Star, if you're Victor Wembanyama in the corner with your book, like, and Michael Jordan walks in the locker room and is like, I don't want to lose. What, you going to go out there and not try? Please. Please. And I'm not saying play like it's a playoff game. I'm not saying play like it's a regular season game. I'm not saying play like it's the summer league. But play a little. Don't play in my face. Like, I play defense. Or, you know what? Don't play defense. At least pretend to play defense. Or, Adam, how about we get these guys acting classes and have them fake it? Have them pretend to play defense. Have them, you know, just put your hand up in the air. You know, all agree not to hurt each other and just fake it. They don't even, they be dunking and everybody just stands around and makes a lane. Oh, excuse me, sir, was I in your way? What is this? Like, what is this? And LeBron is to blame for that because he is not a psycho. He's not. We've known this about LeBron. He is not the kind of guy that's going to be like guarding you and like say something about your girlfriend in the stands and like make you cry just to get a win. Like, that's Kobe energy. That's MJ energy. They want to hurt your feelings when they beat you. You know, it's sick in the head, and that's why they're so good. LeBron isn't that. He's shaking hands and kissing babies and doing Nike commercials, and he comes to the All-Star game and he's like, look, I've got $1 billion brand to protect. It's boring. And if he had done the dunk contest, Anthony Edwards would be doing the dunk contest. John Morant would be doing the dunk contest. People we actually want to see dunk. I mean, Mac McClung, 3 years in a row? Guys, shout out to Mac. Incredible. He's been carrying for the last few years. That's a problem. And then every year after the dunk contest, he got to get back in the NBA because you're like, it's terrible. All-Star Weekend needs a makeover, and that makeover needs to be in our expectations of it. This just is what it is. These guys don't care, and they're playing in our face. If anything, if you want them to change it, stop paying to go to that game. Seriously.
Now, LeBron's not a psycho. We know LeBron is not a psycho, right? Victor Wembanyama's got to be the one to change it. So obviously LeBron didn't go into the dunk contest. You know, he didn't take the All-Star game as serious as others did. And it kind of did lead for the dunk contest being absence from stars. Like, there was a lot of star absence. Like, imagine if we had like D-Wade, LeBron, you know what I mean? In the dunk contest, they're pretty good dunkers. I know, just 1 year, 2 years, that them earlier seasons. I think it does help. I don't think it will change things. And honestly, I think the dunk contest, in my opinion, is done. I think the dunk contest is done for many reasons. For one, I think there's only so many dunks you can do. I think it stops becoming about how talented the dunks are or how talented of a dunker you are. And I think it becomes more about like the aura, the superstardom, and the electricity in the building. Like I think of a Zion Williamson, like even though Zion's doing many dunks that have already been done, the way Zion can dunk the ball at his trajectory in the air, how high he gets, bro, that is beyond impressive. And I think when I saw him dunk, I'm like, yo, this dude he got bounced. Like it still excites you, even though you've seen that dunk before. It's like, yo, this dude is like has the superstar stardom around him. He's got the Jordan brand deal. He's going to the league. He just came off of a great collegiate career. Like, you know, these are the things that make you enjoy and feel like the hype and like, yo, he's next up. Like these things do help with the NBA, with the next up superstars like the Jazz and the Anthony Edwards and stuff like that. These dudes jump out the gym. They're dumb athletic. So I think we do lose that. Now, I can't blame all of that on LeBron, but it's hard not to. Like I be saying, like I know people, oh, you talk about LeBron, bro. I'm talking about basketball. LeBron's a part of basketball. He's the biggest player in the world with basketball. So I'm gonna talk about anything related to the topic of All-Star Weekend, LeBron. If you don't like that, I'm sorry. But I will say this. She said LeBron cares more about his brand. I do think he does care more about his brand, but I also think the reason why people don't try in these All-Star games anymore is because a lot of these players, unfortunately, and I don't think LeBron's one of them, or KD is one of them, or Steph. I think a lot of these other players care more about what the game can do for them more than what they can do for the game of basketball. And ultimately, that is always going to backfire and is always going to have people not try, not care, and not put their best foot forth. I think when you really love the game of basketball, when you eat, sleep, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like you really love basketball and you would play for half of what you make or a third of what you make or damn near 100, 200,000 a year and you would still play professional because you love it. That right there, those players are hard to find. And if you don't have the next generation kind of mentoring that mentality as you enter the locker room, then it's going to be hard. But I do think Victor Wembanyama will be the next Kobe as far as the All-Star Game weekend because he takes it serious every weekend he wants to win. I think he will be the next guy to be in the locker room like, yo, if you're on my team, we ain't finna lose. If you don't want to play, tell the coach, man, sit your ass on the bench. I came to play. I came to win. Like that's the type of mentality he's approaching the game with, and that's what's going to transcend the next generation of All-Star games to make them competitive. It takes one guy. It just takes one freaking guy. One guy to take it serious, and we can get somewhat back the quality that we had. And I think the All-Star game just passed was good. I have another video that I did on this. If I don't know when I'm dropping it, if I already dropped it, when you see this, I did talk about it. So the last All-Star game was better, but the reason why I think it was good is because I think Victor Wembanyama set the tone. I think that set tone, that energy that he set in the first game was real constructed well because he was the first game. You know, if we started off with both USA teams, I don't know how the results would have been for the weekend because we don't know how them dudes were going to be coming out and approaching the game. Because I do know for the beginning of that game, that USA team in the beginning was playing Ole defense. Dude from Detroit, the big man, bro. I remember watching him like kind of just like literally like walk into the lane and Cade coming in. Like early on, I was like, I don't know. But once Victor Wembanyama was pinning people on the glass, blocking shots, you can see the difference was there. These players are making a lot of money. The All-Star game will never be the same, but we can hope for an improved product. So that's all I got to say, man. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to see y'all in the next one, man. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm out of here, man. It's your boy T-Rose, man. Peace.